How did you go from wrestling to acting, and how did you get the gig on Predator? Were you friends with Arnold? Were you governor before he was as well? I'm just curious.
Yep.
You were? Okay.
I was governor before Arnold. Arnold followed me. And I'll say this. He didn't really win governor the first time. He won that phony California recall election.
Right.
And that's bogus. That is, and I won't go into why I think it's bogus, but recall elections are bogus generally. And theirs was on that one. But no, I didn't know. I met Arnold briefly once because he came to one Saturday night main event we were doing. But how I got it? No, I had a gentleman in California, an agent, and whenever I'd get booked out in California to wrestle, wrestling got so hot in the 80s. He would book me, and I flew in, and he said, at 2:00, you're going to meet a lady named Jackie Birch. She's casting the next Schwarzenegger film. There's a part in there you're perfect for, the part of Blaine, 6'4", 250-pound killer. Well, I hate to brag, but that's kind of what I was a few years earlier in my life. That's kind of the description you would give of a large Navy SEAL, 6'4", 250-pound killer. And so I walked in to Jackie Birch. I had long blonde hair to my shoulders. I had a big goatee that stuck out about 4 inches. I had 6 earrings, 3 in each ear. I looked more like a biker than I did an army man or a military person. She looked me up and down twice. She said, let's go meet the executive producers. We went across the lot. I met Joel Silver and Larry Gordon and the producers. She met them, took me back. She handed me the script, and she had me read the part in the helicopter where I offer everybody tobacco, and I go, a bunch of slack-jawed faggots around here. And I'll add the line they cut. This stuff will put hair on your hog leg, make you a goddamn sexual tyrannosaurus, just like me. I had to read that line. I read that line. She handed me the whole script. She said, here, read the whole script. Within an hour, they made me the offer. And then I had to quit the World Wrestling Federation because Vince wouldn't let me do it.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
And so I had to call, that's a whole nother story, but I had to call up Vince and quit.
Because you knew it was important.
When I went to do Predator, and then I'll tell you how you negotiate. During Predator, Schwarzenegger came up to me and said, Jesse, my next film, The Running Man, there's a perfect part for you. I'd like for you to do it. I said, great, Arnold. So when I came back, before I negotiated with Vince, I negotiated and got The Running Man signed for the fall. That way I had what we call FU money in my back pocket. Then I called Vince and said, you want me back, Vince? Okay, here's the deal. And here's my claim to fame. And I said it the night I was inducted into the Hall of Fame. They said, what do you think your biggest accomplishment was in pro wrestling? I said, my biggest accomplishment in pro wrestling was that I was the first wrestler, not even Hulk Hogan. I was the first wrestler to make Vince McMahon deal with an agent. I changed the wrestling business. And because I wasn't going to work for him. I had signed Running Man. The hell with you. And so he had to then, and I told him, I said, Vince, I'm represented now. He handles everything in my career except you. I said, you got 2 minutes to tell me why you shouldn't represent me with you too. Vince gave me 2 minutes of telling me how they can't have agents in wrestling. I said, you didn't convince me, Vince. You either call this guy or you don't get me. Well, Vince didn't call him. He got an underling to do it. But, I still introduced the first agent into pro wrestling.
Wow.
And I tried to unionize, but I was subverted and backstabbed by Hulk Hogan.
And you guys don't talk anymore, you and Hulk?
No,
Okay.
I haven't said a word to him since I learned he was the one who did it.
Right.
And I learned that in federal deposition under sworn testimony. So I know it's true.
So Jim Rickards has just recorded a video that's not available to anyone in the public, and he's going to be talking about how this upcoming recession is going to be fast, it's going to be bloody, it's going to be nasty. But at the same time, he's going to show you how you can position yourself to profit from all of this chaos. Now, we've made this video only available to our viewers. Go to londonreal.tv/Jim, watch that immediately. I can't say enough good things about Jim Rickards. He understands the global economic system better than any guest I've ever had on London Real. His predictions are almost uncannily true, and you can learn how to profit from his vision, from his expertise, and his understanding of economics. So go to londonreal.tv/Jim or click the link below. It's an excellent, excellent look on what's going to happen in the future and how you can position yourself to profit from that. Jim is one of the best in the business, one of my favorite guests on London Real, and he's very, very good at predicting the future and showing us all to profit from it. So click the link, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, do you want to profit from crypto? Then join my DeFi Academy. The Crypto DeFi Academy will help you create generational wealth. But don't take my word for it. Listen to my students.
When I first got into crypto, I remember thinking to myself, I need to learn more. Brian Rose, learning crypto, learning DeFi, gotta do it.
I am so grateful that I jumped in and did this. I had to break through some limiting beliefs that I can do this, that I can afford this, that I can be in this.
It challenges the things that are deeply rooted within us.
Joining DeFi Academy has been one of the best decisions I have made on my blockchain journey.
This course was a life changer, a game changer, a huge eye-opener, coming from knowing practically nothing at the speed of the learning over 4 weeks was just fantastic.
The information you provided in this class was invaluable.
I feel far more confident in my next steps.
You took complex concepts and made them easier to understand.
What's different than so many other ones is it just doesn't tell you what to do. It actually makes you do it.
This is for people who are serious about becoming traders. This is the way it should be done.
I realized from this learning experience again that it is not about what you learn, but about who you learn it from.
The energy was insane. I've never experienced such incredible energy on a live call. Brian Rose, you are a legend, my friend.
It's the only thing in the market where you can get all information and learn everything what you need to know.
Everything is so clear and so well done, and I'm just forever grateful for this program.
It made me feel so much more confident about crypto than I did before.
I did not anticipate how passionate I was going to become about it.
It's also been like a big learning experience for me, not just in the crypto space, but just in overall balance of life.
What I've learned is, how to take ownership, of my life in a way that I really hadn't before.
Yeah, you can't put a price on that, really.
I would recommend it to anybody, top notch.
Excellence does not come cheap. So if you want excellence, you got to pay for it, but it's so worth it.
Pull the trigger. That's what this course is about.
You're not going to regret it, really. It's amazing.
Thank you, Brian and team.
So what are you waiting for? Crypto is happening now. Click the link below, submit your application, and let me mentor you on how to create generational wealth and build the decentralized financial infrastructure of the future.